statistical modules in simulation. Here we'll be discussing about discrete random variables, and distributions. We'll be studying here in this second module. Okay, the first one is discrete random variables. Here, the random variable is a variable that assumes values in a regular pattern is called a random variable. It's a variable that assumes value in irregular pattern is called random variable. A variable that assumes a value in irregular pattern, some random pattern is called random variable. Okay. Next we'll see what is discrete random variable. Discrete random variable to define, first let x be the random variable. If the number of possible values of x is finite, number of possible values for x is finite or countably infinite, okay, then x is called as discrete random variable. Okay, if number of possible values of x is finite or countably infinite, then x is called as discrete random variable. Okay, if let xi be all possible values of x, okay, and p of xi is equal to p of capital X equal to xi, okay, that will be the probability that x equal to xi, then p of xi must meet the following conditions. Okay, p of xi must meet these conditions. That is, p of xi should be always greater than or equal to 0 for all values of I. A p of xi should be greater than or equal to 0. And I equal to 1, sigma to infinity, p of xi is equal to 1. Okay, summation should be equal to 1, it should come. Okay, we'll see next the collection of pairs like x of xi comma p of xi, that is I equal to 1 to infinite, is called as probability distribution of x, and p of x is called as probability mass function. Okay, PMF, probability mass function of x. Okay, here collection of pairs xi comma p of xi is called as probability distribution of x, and p of xi is called as probability mass function of x. Okay, we'll see understand this concept by using small example. Okay, consider the experiment of tossing a single die. Okay, take tossing a single die as example. Define x is the number of spots on the up face of a die after a toss. Okay, then range space of x of rx is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, these are the range space of rx. Okay, assume the die is loaded so that the probability that given face lands up is proportional to the number of spots showing. Okay, the discrete probability distribution for this random experiment is given like this. Okay, xi value and p of xi value is given. The pair values are given here. Xi is 1, p of xi is 1 divided by 21. Xi is 2, p of xi is 2 by 21. 3, xi is 3, p of xi is 3 by 21. Xi is 4, p of xi is 4 by 21. Xi is 5, p of xi is 5 by 21. Xi is 6, p of xi is 6 by 21. Okay, the condition stated earlier is satisfied. Okay, that is p of xi is greater than or equal to 0 for all I equal to 1 to 6. All I equal to 1 to 6, the p of xi values are greater than or equal to 0. Okay, these values are more than 0, right? Now we need to check whether summation of p of xi is equal to 1 or not. Okay, that is I equal to 1 to infinity, p of xi should be sum of p of xi should be 1. Okay, then only the condition will be satisfied. That is 1 by 21 plus 2 by 21 plus 3 by 21 plus 4 by 21 plus 5 by 21 plus 6 by 21. If we'll add all these things, we'll get 1. So now this is also satisfying the condition. Okay. we can represent the distribution graphically like this. Okay, these are the I values and these are the P of X values and P of X values. Next topic is continuous random variables. Okay, for continuous random variables, if the range space Rx is nothing but range space, if the range space Rx of random variable X is an interval or collection of an interval, then X is called continuous random variable. If the range space Rx of random variable X is it is interval or a collection of intervals, then the X is called continuous random variable. Okay, remember this. The range space Rx of random variable X is an interval and collection of, or it can be the collection of intervals, then that X is called continuous random variable. Okay, we'll see with the example this also. For continuous random variable X, the probability that X lies in the interval A comma B, okay, that is given like this: P of A less than or equal to X less than or equal to B is equal to uh, integration of A to B f of X dx. Okay, that is the first condition. Next, the function f of s is called probability density function PDF of X. Okay, the function f of X is called the probability density function of X. Okay, and which has met this following condition. It should meet the following condition. The P of X should be in the range of A less than or equal to X and less than or equal to B. Okay, X value should be within the range of A and B. Then that is equal to A integration B f of X dx. Okay, for this, these are the given conditions. Like f of X should be greater than or equal to 0 for all X in Rx. Okay, then if integration of Rx f of X dx is equal to 1. It should be f of X of dx should be 1 and f of X is equal to 0 if X is not in Rx. Okay, if X value is not in Rx, then f of X should be equal to 0. See this, discuss this with an example. Yeah. As a result of equation 1, here the equation 1 is P of A less than or equal to X less than or equal to B is equal to A to B f of X dx. This is the equation 1. As a result of this equation, for any specific value of x0, P of capital X is equal to x0 is equal to 0 because x naught to x naught f of X dx is equal to 0. Next, P of X equal to x naught equal to 0 also means that this following equation, that is the X value can be within this range. That is, X value can be P of A less than or equal to X less than or equal to B. Okay, and that is equal to P of A less than X less than or equal to B. And same thing, that is equal to A less than or equal to capital X less than B. And that is equal to P of A less than or equal to X less than B. Okay, that means that X value will lies between the A and B. Okay, and this is the graphical representation of this equation 1. Okay, and here the shaded area represents the probability that X lies in the interval of A and B. Okay, X value always it will be lies between A value and B value. We'll see this using one small example problem. Okay, life of an inspection device is given by X. Okay, life of an inspection device is given by X and a continuous random variable with PDF, that is f of X equal to 1 by 2 e power minus x by 2, that is X greater than or equal to 0. Else f of x is equal to 0. Otherwise, if the x value is greater than or equal to 0, it is 1 by 2 e power minus x by 2. Otherwise, it is f of x is 0. And find the probability that the device life cycle is between 2 and 3 years. Okay. And here they have given the a value as 2 and b value is 3. Okay. A value is 2 and b value is 3. That means they have given the limit for the x. X will be lies in between this range, that is a and b. A is 2, b is 3. Okay. Now p of, how to write this expression? P of a is 2, a less than x less than b. X value lies between a and b. Okay, that we write it as P of 2 less than x less than 3. That is 2 to 3 f of x dx. Okay, that is 2 is the lower limit, upper limit is 3. Okay, and f of x value is, if it is x value is greater than or equal to 0, f of x is 1 by 2 e power minus x by 2. So we'll substitute that in f of x place. 1 by 2 into e power minus x by 2. Okay. That this is constant. We are keeping it out. 2 to 3 e power x minus x by 2 dx. We can write it like this. Okay. E power minus x by 2 divided by minus 1 by 2. That is limit 2 to 3. Okay. Again, if you expand this expression, that we can write it like e power minus 3 by 2 divided by minus 1 by 2 minus e power 2 by 2 divided by minus 1 by 2. Okay. This is the upper limit minus lower limit. Okay. We are doing, in place of x, we are substituting the 3. And then in next expression, in place of x, we are substituting the 2. Okay. This upper limit minus the lower limit. Okay. If you calculate this value, we will get like 1 by 2, it is multiplying this and this both. Okay. If you take 1 by 2 inside, this 1 by 2 and this 1 by 2 will get cancelled. And this is minus is there. Thus minus, so it is minus e power 3 by 2. Okay. And if you take this 1 by 2 here, that is this 1 by 2 and this 1 by 2 will get cancelled. Minus into minus, it will be plus. Plus e power 2 by 2, 2 and 2 if get cancelled, it is 1. Okay. It is plus e power minus 1. And e power minus 3 by 2 value is 0.223. E power minus 1 value is 0.368. Okay. If we add this, we will get 0.145. Okay. Now the x value is P of 2 less than x less than 3 is equal to 0.145. Understood, right? Here the values will be given. We just need to substitute the values inside this expression. Okay. Here they have given this as an example. Okay. A continuous random variable. Sometimes they don't, here in the notes, we don't mention whether it is continuous random variable or discrete random variable. But in exam question, they will surely mention whether which description, which one you need to use it, which formula should be used, that they will be mentioned here. Okay, whether it is Poisson distribution, okay, Bernoulli distribution, they will be mentioning here. Okay. Like these problems can be asked for 2 marks like that. Next is cumulative distribution function, CDF. Okay, CDF for different discrete random variable, continuous random variable. What is CDF? We'll see. Okay, it is cumulative distribution function, CDF, denoted by f of x, capital F of x, which measures the probability that the random variable x assumes the value less than or equal to x. Okay. And capital F of x is equal to P of capital X less than or equal to x. Okay. And if x is discrete variable, okay, discrete random variable, then capital F of x is equal to sigma for all xi is less than or equal to x, P of xi. So this is the formula for if x is discrete. If x is continuous, then f of x is equal to minus infinity to x f of t dt. Okay, this is for continuous. X is continuous random variable. Next is properties of CDF. Okay, the first property is f is a non-decreasing function. If a less than b, then f of a is less than f of b. And next property is limit x to infinity, f of x is equal to 1. Next property is limit x to minus infinity, f of x equal to 0. Okay, these are the properties of CDF. And all probability questions about x can be answered in terms of CDF. Okay, and you can see here an example. P of a less than x less than or equal to b is equal to f of b minus f of a. Okay, that is nothing but upper limit minus lower limit. Like that we can write f of a less than x less than or equal to b can be written like this, f of b minus f of a for all a is less than b. Okay, b should be, if the b is greater than a, we can write like this. Okay, for continuous distribution, not only does equation 5 holds, but also the probability in equation 2 also equal to f of b minus f of a. If the a value is less than b, we can write like this. Next, we'll see small problem. Okay, an inspection device has CDF, that is f of x equal to 1 by 2 0 to x e power minus t by 2 dt. Find a probability that device lasts for less than 2 years. Okay, find a probability that a device lasts for less than 2 years. Next question here, it is given as probability that the device lasts between 2 and 3 years. Okay, we need to find it for less than 2 years, as well as if the device lasts between 2 and 3 years also. Okay, we need to inspect the device with this CDF, and we need to find the probability that device lasts for less than 2 years and in between 2 to 3 years. Okay, so here the range is given as first question to solve, it is less than 2 years, that is P of 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2. Okay, this can be written as upper limit minus lower limit. Here the upper limit is what? Is 2. That can be written as f of 2 minus f of 0. 0 is the lower limit. F of 2 minus f of 0. Okay, that f of 0 is 0. So f of 2 is, we need to calculate f of 2. 2 is nothing but x here. Okay, in this CDF, if we need to substitute in place of x, we need to substitute 2. Okay, that is 1 by 2, 0 to 2 e power minus t by 2 dt. Okay, this can be solved like this: 1 by 2 e power minus t by 2 divided by minus 1 by 2. A previous problem which we have solved. Okay, that limit is 0 to 2. Okay, using 0, we substitute the 0 in this t place, minus we substitute 2 in the t place, and we'll solve this equation. Like this also we can do. And we have another formula for solving this. If an equation in this form, 1 by 2 0 to x e power minus t by 2 dt. This is in this format, right? 1 by 2 0 to x e power minus t by 2 dt. That can be written like this: minus 1 minus e power minus x by 2. We can write it directly. Okay, if this statement is of this equation format, right? If it is like this equation format, we can write it like the solution can be 1 minus e power minus x by 2. Okay, so this is like this. So we are directly substituting in this equation 1 minus e power minus x by 2. Here 1 minus e power minus x value is what? X value is 2. Okay, minus x by 2. That is 1 minus e power minus 1, that equal to e power 1 minus e power minus 1 value we will get 0.632. Okay, we can solve it like this. Okay, descriptive manner, or we can directly substitute in this formula and we can get the answer. Understood, right? Previous problem we have solved by descriptive manner. We solved this and then we have substituted the value here. Okay, but here we have directly in the equation, in formula we have substituted the value. Okay, this formula, if the equation looks like this, then we can write it as 1 minus e power minus x by 2. You might have studied this in integration formula it is. Next, second question they have asked here is P of 2 less than x less than 3. They have asked us to find in between the range of 2 and 3 years. Okay. Now the x is between 2 and 3 years. This can be written as f of 3 minus f of 2, upper limit minus lower limit. Okay. Now we know this f of 2 value we have calculated here. So we'll substitute this 0.632 in place of f of 2. And f of 3 we need to find it. So by using this CDF equation, what they have given in the question. Okay, f of x is 3 here. 1 by 2, 0 to 3, e power minus t by 2 dt. Okay, minus 0.632, that is f of 2 value. Okay, we have written here. Now this is in this way. The formula is like this. So we can, in this place, directly we can substitute the formula 1 by 2, 0 to x, e power minus x by 2 dt is 1 minus e power minus x by 2. Okay. So here 1 minus e power minus 3 by 2 minus f of 2. F of 2 value is 0.632. Okay. If you solve this, we will get minus 0.223 plus 0.368. We'll get 145 is the answer. Else we can solve it this in descriptive manner, like using upper limit and lower limit, upper limit minus lower limit. In place of t, we can substitute 0, as well as in place of t, we can substitute 3, and we can solve this problem. Okay, both way we can solve it. If you know the formula, if you know, directly we can substitute this in the formula. We'll get answer easily. Okay, now the P of 2 less than x less than 3 is 0.145. Understood this? Like this, substitution kind of problems will be asked in this module. Next one is expectation and variance. Expectation is essentially is a expected value of a random variable. Expected random variable is nothing but expectation. Variance is a measure of how the random variable varies from its expected value. Variance is nothing but how the random variable differ from its expected value is called variance. Okay, expectation is it is a expected value of a random variable. Okay, and variance is measure of how random variable varies from its expectation is called variance. Okay, we'll see here for discrete random variables, expectation is e of x equal to sigma all I xi p of xi is expectation for discrete random variable. For continuous random variable, expectation is e of x is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x into f of x dx is for continuous random variable. For discrete and continuous random variable, variance is v of x. Variance will be represented as v of x. Expectation will be represented as e of x. Okay, variance is V of x, that is E into x minus E of x whole square. Okay, that is equal to variance square. And standard deviation. This symbol will be represented for standard deviation. Okay, V of x is equal to E of x square minus E of x whole square. Okay, that is also is equal to standard deviation square. Okay, the standard deviation can be written as square root of V of x can be written as standard deviation. Okay, V of x is nothing but square of standard deviation. Okay, so the standard deviation is square root of standard deviation whole square. Okay, next here there is a note that E of x is also called as mean. Okay, that will be represented by notation mu or first moment of x. Okay, the quantity e power n is greater than or equal to 1 is called nth moment of x and is computed as e power x power n is equal to sigma all I xi power n p of xi if x is discrete. Okay, if x is continuous, then the formula will be like this: e of x power n will be minus infinity to infinity x power n f of x dx is for continuous random variable. Okay, using this we have a problem here. The mean of life of various inspection devices E of x 1 by 2 0 to infinity x e power minus x by 2 dx. Compute the variance and standard deviation. Okay, we have the formulas, we know the expectation, and if you know the expectation, we know how to find the variance and standard deviation. We are just substituting into that formula. Here they have given the mean formula, that is e of x equal to 1 by 2 0 to infinity x into e power minus x by 2 dx. Okay, so this can be written as x into e power minus x by 2 divided by minus 1 by 2, that is 0 to infinity limit, plus x square by 2 e into e power minus x by 2, that is limit is 0 to infinity. Okay, so this is x into e, this minus 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 will get cancelled. That's it will be like equation will become minus x e power minus x by 2 0 to infinity. Okay, and this equation will become 0 to infinity e power minus x by 2 dx. Okay, we can write this expression as 0 to infinity minus x by 2 dx. Okay, and this value is 0. Okay, so this can be written as 1 by 1 by 2 into e power minus x by 2. Okay, 0 to infinity. Okay, that if you solve it, we'll get 2 years. E of x will become 2. Now the variance is v of x equal to e of x square minus e of x whole square. Okay, e of x square is 1 by 2 0 to infinity x square e power minus x by 2 dx minus ex whole square. Ex value we got it 2. So that is whole square, 2 square is 4. Okay, if you solve this expression, that is 1 by 2 x square into e power minus x by 2 divided by minus 1 by 2 0 to infinity plus e power minus x by 2 x cube by 3 0 to infinity minus x will get. Okay, so this 1 by 2 will get cancelled. We will get minus x square e into e power minus x by 2. The limit is 0 to infinity. Okay, and here this is looking like this. We can write this expression like this: 0 to infinity x into e power minus x by 2 dx minus 4. Okay, so this will be 4 plus 4, it is 8 minus 4. We will get totally v of x is 4 years. and its standard deviation is square root of v of x. That is square root of v of x is 4 years. So standard deviation is square root of 4 is 2 years. Okay, like this we can the problems will be like substitution kind. In question they will be giving the values, we just need to substitute. Here we have another type of problem. Find the mean and variance of die tossing experiment. Okay, assume that die is loaded to that probability that the given face land up is proportional to the number of spots showing. Okay, here they have die tossing experiment x of I, and what are the probability of getting 1, that is 1 by 21. Now x of I is 2, probability is 2 by 21. X of I is 3, probability is 3 by 21. X of I is 4, probability is 4 by 21. If it is 5, 5 by 21, 6, 6 by 21. Okay, total number of faces are 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, that is equal to 21. Okay, and e power x power n, that is sigma all I xi power n p of xi if x is discrete. So if x is discrete, the mean calculation is E of x is sigma I equal to 1 to 6 xi into p of xi. That will get sigma I equal to 1 to 6, okay, xi into p of xi. This can be written as sigma, it is nothing but summation, right? This expression can be summation, we need to add it from I equal to 0 to 6. Okay, 6 terms we need to write it, 1 to 6 terms. For wherever I is there, we need to give that I value. For first term, we write x1. Okay, I is equal to 1. That time x1 into p of x1 plus now I equal to 2. X2 into p of x2 plus I equal to 3. X3 into p of x3 plus I equal to 4. X3 into p of x4 plus I equal to 5. X5 into p of x5 plus x6 equal I equal to 6. X6 into p of x6. Okay. Now we have these values. We know the x1 value, x2 value, x3 value, x4 value, x5 value, x6 value. And we know the p of x1 value, p of x2 value. This is p of x3 value, p of x4 value, p of x5 value, p of x6 value. These values will substitute here. X1 is 1. P of x1 is 1 by 21 plus x2 is 2. P of x2 is 2 by 21. We'll write 2 by 21. Like that, we'll substitute all the values here. Finally, we'll get 91 by 21. That is E of x equal to 4.33. Okay. And for discrete x variance, okay, V of x is equal to E into x minus E of x whole square. Okay, this can be written as E of x square minus E of x whole square. Okay, now we know the E of x value, so we can substitute it, but we don't know E x square value. Okay, so to find the E x square value, again we are using sigma I equal to 6 xi whole square into p of xi. Okay, so that we'll write it as this sigma value, if you expand it, that is x square into p of x1. Okay, that is 1 square into p of x1 is 1 by 21. Okay, that is x2 square is 2 square into 2 by 21. Okay, we are substituting these values in this expanded summation value, summation statement. Okay, so if you substitute this value, we'll get E of x square. E of x square equal to 21, we'll get it if you solve this. Okay, now V of x is equal to E of x square minus E of x whole square. Now we got E of x square is 21 and E of x value we got it as 4.33. 21 minus 4.33 whole square will get V of x equal to 2.2511. Standard deviation is equal to square root of v of x. So that is square root of 2.2511 will get 1.5003. Okay, like this we can solve it. Next is the mod. It is in discrete case, mod is the value of random variable x that occurs most frequently. Okay, mod is nothing but, in discrete case, mod is the value of random variable x that occurs most frequently is mod. Okay, in continuous case, mod is the value which is the PDF is maximized, is mod in continuous case. Okay, and next we have the useful statistical models, that is queuing system, inventory and supply chain system. Okay, and reliability and maintainability, limit data. Okay, and these are the useful statistical models. Just go through this.